bring it in. Right, bear with me a minute. Right, oh, crap. Oh, what happened there? Right. Thought I'd try a little experiment tonight. Now, I've been talking to Rocky from Living Dead Paranormal, aka the Thorn Brothers, today on Facebook. I sent them one of my spare radios, my Amiga ones. I did send them one several years ago, actually, one of these, and they've been using it on practically every investigation that they've been to. Now, they've just had some amazing kind of activity on the Ghost Box, man. Can't remember it's season 2, episode 3, or season 2, episode 2. I'm watching their latest ones actually at the moment. I'm on season 2, episode 3, so it must have been season 2, episode 2. They got all their videos up on Paranormal Nightmare on Amazon Prime, and you know, someone's been asking about some equipment on Facebook, and as you know, I don't do any more equipment. I think the person was more interested in one of the ghost boxes. Now, I sent off my last spare one to Living Dead Paranormal a few weeks back, and I've got a tag on Facebook. Wanted to know if I still had these available, which I no longer do. You know, I only had a few in the past anyway, which I got rid of. And the last one I did have was it only worked on medium wave and not on FM. And I find out that their ghost box sessions, where they get all the crazy amount of EVPs, actually was on medium wave and not on FM. So I thought, like, you know, because the FM radio don't work, and you know they've already got one of my radios anyway, I will send them a spare one, what they can use on other investigations. So instead of using one ghost box in one location, they can now use 2 ghost boxes in one location. So they're upstairs, and one's downstairs. Instead of sharing a ghost box, which they originally had, then what they could do is one could do a ghost box up session. Wait a minute. One could do a ghost box session upstairs, and the other could do one downstairs at the same time. Now, I've heard that he has got the other ghost box, and I think they actually using it out on an investigation. I don't know, using both or just one. So, these are the ghost boxes that I originally had, and I've just been watching a couple of their episodes. Again, it's on Prime, and it's called Paranormal Nightmare. They've got season 1 and season 2 on, and I've been watching season 2. And apparently, well, not apparently, but there's a particular person who died in a certain house here, and I think it was Sean was actually asking who's the name of the person who died in it, and directly as soon as he got asked what the name was, he actually got an EVP off the person who had actually died there. And even Sean was like, whoa, kind of shocked. It was so loud and clear. Now, some people say, like, ghost boxes is just like a mimic, but it isn't, because ghost boxes are a pretty good tool to communicate with the spirit world. I've had many kind of like crazy EVPs come through a ghost box. The best one, I think, was when me and Simon James was over Richmond Common, and I was just doing a kind of a cleansing crossing over prayer, and Simon goes, how does the prayer end? And just as I went to say amen, the ghost box went amen, but in kind of a long, kind of like harmonical kind of voice. Like, oh man, saying, I can't do it because I've got a bit of a sore throat today. But it's, we've had some crazy stuff with these ghost boxes, man. But yeah, I was saying to like Rocky, maybe you might consider about doing all your episodes on DVD, which they are thinking about, but it's going to cost them a lot of money, I think. So I hear by Rocky that Josh and Sean is out on a natural investigation at the moment regarding a missing baby girl. She was like 6 months old. Josh and Sean is with a K9 search and recovery team today, would you believe? So I was thinking, like, in no kind of disrespect to the family or to the Foreman brothers, Rocky, Living Dead Paranormal, Rocky, Sean and Josh, I thought, wouldn't it be kind of like cool if I could do a ghost box session here and see what kind of responses that we may get? I'm not going to ask 101 questions. I'm going to ask a few questions. And I'm going to use the Amiga ghost box, the one that they use. I'm going to use on medium wave. Very rarely I get too many stations on medium wave. The only thing is I don't know if this is going to work properly with this radio, because the jack plug seems to be knackered on this one. Right, seems to be working anyway. So I'm going to use medium wave for first, right? Without no echo, nothing like that. And then later, we'll use the Roberts with the echo chamber and see what we get on the echo. Now I need a pen, a bit of paper, so I can write some questions down. Such as like baby's name, how old is baby, town location, I want to check on something. Yeah, I don't know if it was a baby boy or baby girl. No, I know what it is. Anyway, I'll tell you one thing. I was just making coffee out in the kitchen, before I started this live stream. I set the stream up ready, and as I came out, something kind of like it like boom, boom, kind of like spooked me out a little bit, but could have been upstairs. I don't know. So as I say, like Living Dead Paranormal has got the new season of Paranormal Nightmare on Amazon Prime. You can buy the season for a few dollars. I think it's about $5. I think it is for the whole season. I'm actually watching The Demon Is Back. Yeah, The Demon Is Back in. That's season 2, episode 4. And then there's season 2, episode 5, which I've got to watch after the next one. A Child Is Here. Now, I've been watching their stream, their videos, and I've sent them a load of gear. And I'm not trying to be big-headed here, but I've sent them a load of gear over the years, which I personally made myself, Got ideas from other kind of like ideas and kind of like done my own version, ramped up a little bit. I sent them a 7-1 kind of device in one box. I sent them one of my power sensors. And then Rocky said, is there any chance you could make this into like a system, like an alarm system that would activate if you had like a laser grid there? So I was able to do that. Ghost boxes, REM pods, the DC box. I sent them loads of stuff over here, loads of stuff. Stuff that I made personally myself. I never charged them whatsoever. And the first thing I've sent was the Ghost box, And every time I made something, I wanted them. Yeah, well, that's on my other channel, not on this channel. This is paranormal, not bloody not bushcrafting. This is paranormal tonight. So stop it, because you're going to make me forget what I'm talking about. So anyway, I'm going to slap you now. I forgot what I'm talking about now. I'll tell you, if you was here today, you would have laughed your goddamn bloody arse off, because I bought some, before I get back to the paranormal, I bought some stuff, right? I bought some stuff from Poundland, because in that bloody building I'm making, I'm going to have bugs, snails, and God knows how many other insects, So I bought some slug and snail killer, ant killer, and this bug spray. I put it all on the bed, and would you believe, somehow the cap, and that's a strong cap, the cap had actually somehow came undone, and all the fluid, I'm talking about this 460 mil, I've probably got 100 mil left in there. It all leaked out on the bed. I had to get the bloody blow dryer, the little blow heater that I've got, to dry the bloody bed and the sheets and everything off because my washing machine ain't working, so I can't actually wash the stuff. So my bed is going to stink of this bloody bug spray. But one good thing, if there is any bugs in here, they're going to be dead, especially on the bed anyway. So I'm not saying I've got bugs on the bed, but I'll tell you, man, it really peed me off because I was actually trying to talk to Rocky when that happened. So yeah, you would have laughed your arse off because I'm sitting there trying to talk to Rocky on Facebook, typing a message, and I've turned around and the fucking thing's leaked all over the bloody bed. My bed's going to be bug free, I'll tell you by now, because all I can smell is that goddamn bug smell, like liquid. But anyway, let's say, like, I gave Living Dead Paranormal, the first thing I gave him was the ghost box, yeah. As soon as I started doing things, I said to Rocky, I said, look, I'm making some equipment. Would you be interested, like, in testing it out? I don't know payment. You can keep it. Maybe put some, like, little credits in your videos, which he agreed to do, and he did do for several episodes. And every time I was, like, sending them stuff, they was actually using, like the DC box, some of the power sensors. The power sensor in the asylum was fucking crazy, man. Every time I said what way, it always went, bleeped like to the left, no, to the right, because the left was going upstairs, but it kept going to the left, to the left, to the left. So, like, and every time I asked what way, it went off. The toy I made a zebra and a tiger motion sensor. And I did copy it off the idea of, like, the Boo Bear, because the Boo Bear came out after I'd made my own bloody little version of it yet. I'm not saying, the Boo Bear copied my idea, but, I got, asked Rocky, I gave that to him about 4 or 5 years ago. And on one of the episodes on season 2, they've got it on the bed and the damn thing's going off, kind of thing. So every episode they've been doing in season 2, on season 2, they've got it on the bed and the damn thing's going off, kind of thing. So every episode they've been doing in season 2, got a tag saying that I was mentioned on Rocky's chat today, yeah. So I thought I'd just, see what it's about. And people want to know if they still, like, get the ghost boxes. And Rocky said, no, like, Steve Morgan's done this one for us. And, he can't get the radios anymore. And you can't because, what radios there were, I had. And, I was sold or gave away or whatever, kind of thing. And I gave actually some of those radios out. And, Living Dead Paranormal has actually had 2 of them. And he's only just recently got the second one as a spare one a few weeks ago. The first one was about 4.5, 5 years ago. I sent it to them, and it's still going. Like, the clappers at the moment are still getting crazy activity. Ghost box responses on them. Like, they're getting the names Josh, Sean, Rocky. Every bloody time. So, the spirit world, I do believe can manipulate the airwaves. They can use the static, white noise and stuff like that. Although people say, it's just like random things that's coming from a ghost box. Sometimes it is, when you're talking about, like the coronavirus, you're going to definitely get that through the ghost box, and it ain't going to be, spiritual, communication. It could be, but, you're going to hear stuff like that, all the time. It's not stopped, that bloody, in the media, that coronavirus. Apparently, it's gone up to like 180 or something in the UK, which is a load of bollocks, because like a couple of weeks ago, it was only like 20 or something, So, when you're actually asking spirits certain things through the spirit box, you are going to hear things, but when it's something like, like someone dies, like, let's say, I don't know many famous people, But let's say, Elvis Presley was still alive and he only just recently died. And, you're going to ask like questions about Elvis. You're going to get him coming through, the ghost box all the time. It ain't going to be him talking. You're going to probably get, people talking about him. You're going to get like the sound of him singing, all that kind of stuff, But when you're actually doing a full-blown paranormal investigating in someone's home and you're asking questions and you're getting direct answers, it's crazy, man. You are getting the true evidence. You are getting real evidence, to be honest with you. Because, what is the possibility when you ask the spirit box as someone who died in that house and you get a direct response at the person's name, which they did do, and you're not going to get Sean, Josh, and Rocky's name, on a radio show, It's if you do, if someone is actually on a radio show and their name is either Sean, Josh, or Rocky, now that's going to be 1 in a billion chance that name's going to come through, the Ghostbox kind of thing. And they are 3 brothers, and they are, pretty good investigators. But anyway, talking to Rocky today, and I don't know why Rocky wasn't there, but Sean and Josh is actually out on a investigation from a missing baby. I think he stated the age of the baby, which I'm not going to say at the moment, yeah. And they're doing a certain thing to try to find where the baby is. And I've got it written down, right? And I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So about 11 questions. And I'm going to ask these questions, right, on 2 different ghost boxes. And I'm going to ask the same question as it is written down. So I'm going to ask them on the Amiga without no echo, nothing like that, just a standard straight through radio coming through the amplifier. And then I'll go over like a little break for 10, 15 minutes, and then we'll do it again, same questions, but through the Roberts radio. And it'll have the echo effects, the pedals, and see, if we get any kind of different answers or we get the same answers. The only reason I want to do this is because I want to find out if it's possible to get some of these answers that I don't know if, Josh and Sean is going to be asking the same questions. They're actually on the investigation anyway, yeah. But I'm pretty sure some of the questions I've got on here, they'll probably be asking, the parents, the authorities. They might even ask the ghost box, these certain questions as well. Some of them they won't because they know some of the questions or they know some of the answers to the questions I'm going to ask. But it'd be interesting, like, if we do get something that may kind of like tally up with what information they might get. Now, Rocky don't know I'm doing this year. So as I said, no disrespect to, the Foreman brothers doing their paranormal, no disrespect to the family. I just want to see if we can get something this side that they might get their side, or they might not get that side, but they might use this video or the ghost box replies, so they can actually ask similar questions maybe later, because I don't know how long the investigation's going on for. It might just be a day, might be 2 days, it might be longer, I don't know. Usually when they do an investigation, they either do, a full day and a full night, because during the daytime they do interviews and stuff like that. They have a little walk around, putting all the gear up, although you don't see them putting the gear up, but they do that off the camera. And then later on in the evening, that's when they do the investigation. And then when they feel, enough is enough, they actually do like a removal prayer. Whatever's there, they, do a kind of a crossing to get rid of like any kind of like ghost spirits, dark entities, anything negative. Being positive, the family might not want anything there, so they do a crossing. And on most of their videos, when they've done this, they've done the prayers and doing the sign, the Holy Cross on walls, doors, windows, and they bless, they bless each room, throwing holy water and salt down and white colour stuff. Yeah, a good percentage of the owners of the property get back to them and say, thank you very much. We've had no more, further paranormal activity. So that they must have been doing a bloody good job if they ain't getting no more paranormal activity in these places. There is one case which I've just seen where the person don't want the spirit to be crossed over or moved on. She just wants to see what happens, and if anything else happens, she'll get them back. Of course, a bit of a weird woman. Although she's a paranormal investigator herself, I believe. Yeah, if I felt like something is getting in bed with me and scaring the shit out of me, I'd probably want to get rid of it. But she thinks it might be her husband, or it could be something else. Because her name's always been called out as well. And a great episode, I'll tell you. So, I'm going to drink my coffee first. And then after my coffee, we'll stick the ghost box on. I'm going to ask the questions. After the questions, going to have no little break. And then we'll do the other ghost box with the echo pads, the echo on the Roberts ghost box, which is up there. Well, I've taken the connector out for now because I've just plugged this one straight into the actual amplifier, and that's the Amiga one, and we're going to use medium wave, just like the Living Dead Paranormal Group use. Why they use medium wave, I think it's probably less. I think they said it's more because it's less radio signals that come through. It's like FM, I suppose. If you're going to use FM, which a lot of people do use FM, you're going to get, too much coming over, and, you might get a radio station actually interrupting the spirit trying to communicate with you. So I think they try to actually use like a lower kind of like frequency where there isn't as many radio stations coming over. But I'll tell you, since they've been using that ghost box, man, they have so much crazy stuff going on. I always watch every episode they bring out. Although I still got 2 more episodes to go through after tonight. And those episodes I'll be watching is The Demon is Back and A Child is Here. I've just watched A Haunting on the Ridge, Something Crawling in Bed. That's where that woman feels like her husband might still be around, and she feels like something's either crawling or getting in bed with her. She's hearing her name being called, seeing shadows, and God knows what else in her house. Just as I said, seeing shadows, and I've had the feeling of my bed vibrating and a few other things, but and that has creeped me out. But for her to say, let it carry on, don't do nothing yet, let's see what happens. It gets worse than I'll call you back, guys. If I was a female and that was me, I'd be saying, yeah, get rid of these fuckers. The other one I've just watched is A Haunting in the Hills, about a young kid called Andy and his mum have had a lot of paranormal activity going on, like dark shadows and noises, like sounds of like children running around, like young children. Her kids are fucking quite old, actually. I wouldn't say old, but above the teens, I suppose. I just watched it where I think I was using my 7-in-1 box here, and it's got a device on there where it picks up sound, vibration, and if something goes past it like a shadow, how I've done it that way, I don't know, but if a shadow goes past it here, it set it off. Now, Josh is sitting on the hallway on his own. Rocky and his brother's gone out in the car and told Josh to stay there and just do what he normally does, ask questions, and Something happened, alarm goes off. Josh gets up running out, like he normally does when he gets scared. Told him what happened. They've gone back in. Josh sits back where he was, yeah. Sean and Rocky's, I think, in the kitchen, looking down at Josh, talking. Then all of a sudden, you see a shadow come out of the room. You can actually see the shadow come out of the room, and as it comes out of the room, it sits the thrice off, and fucking Josh gets up and starts running around like a blue-ass fly. Like, fucking funny, but, it's crazy, with the activity I was getting in that house. Still got half a cup of coffee. I don't want to rush it, because if I rush it, I'll get hiccups. Like last night, I was drinking OXO, and I like putting salt and pepper in my OXO, yeah? And it wasn't because it was hot, but when I was drinking it, I just kept hiccuping. Every sip, hiccup. And that one time I thought I was going to puke up in the kitchen when I took the cup out, but after drinking a little drop of orange after, hiccups started to go away, and I didn't feel sick again. So I don't want to be drinking my coffee too quick, because otherwise I'm going to start hiccuping like I was last night. It's warm. I've only got just under half a cup, so just bear with me, yeah. Right, let's see who's on here anyway. Hello, Leslie, Jackie, Ian, and all the other little lurkers out there. Little trolleys. I think my bed's going to be bug-free zone for a little while by now. Say, if it's 400 litres, 400 ml, yeah, there's probably about that much left in there. So all that I spilled out on the bed, and it went through me. It went through this. Went through my other little blanket, through my sleeping bag, and all the way through my actual mattress. I don't even know if it's on the bottom. Yes, it is on the bottom. Well, let me just go and get. Actually, I should have a cloth in this somewhere. Yeah, hold on. So otherwise, when I'm going to lie around in the bed, yeah, it's really soaked down here. What I'll have to do, the top bit is, even the top bit's still a bit damp, but the what's name's a bit more drier, because I had the blow heater on the sheets, which is a bit dangerous, but I'll keep an eye on it while I was talking with Rocky. And I'll spread that out. Hopefully that was sucking some of that moisture still. I think what I'll do is, after I've done my stream, I'll have to it's still wet everywhere. It's not as bad. I don't think I'll be sleeping in the sheets tonight. I'll have to try to get them up the laundry, I think. I've got a good mind fucking going up to Poundland so with this fucking thing leaked out all over my bed, and make them pay for my fucking laundry. These should be sealed, like have one of those ones where you have to push down and twist. But this ain't. All you've got to do is turn it, and that's it. Well, I'm going to try to get this up the laundry tomorrow, these sheets. The mattress. I'm just going to have to stand up and try and let the egg dry out. I can't wash it. As I said, the wash machine's broken. I ain't got a working washing machine. I've got to take my stuff up in the laundry. And I can't afford to take it up every single day. I'll just let me kind of clothes all kind of get dirty, pile them up in the bathroom, and then I'll take them up the laundry. I can't get a grant, fucking nothing. I can't get a loan anywhere. I wouldn't want a loan anyway. And I can't ask my mum because she's elderly and she don't have much money left. And my sisters can't help because I've got kids. Right, so ghost box turn on. Yeah. Right. Okay, so it's not working. Oh, it's working a minute ago. Right, hope you can hear it. Just let me know if you can hear it. I think I've got this paper in the kitchen. I did have some there, but I kind of used it somewhere. No. Just move this aboard. No, one thing after another. All the other day when I was out, I had nothing but bad luck at my bushcraft. Cut my finger 3 times. Bloody window frame I was making kept falling apart. Run out of wood, not going to get more wood. Right, so I've got 7 questions. If you hear anything, let me know in chat. Try to timestamp if you can, and then we can see what it gets on later. Right, welcome all the spirits from the spirit world. Come forward and communicate with me tonight. If anyone's around, please come and communicate. I want to ask questions about a particular case that's happening over in America. So you really ain't getting nothing on here. So we do get a voice that's going to be crazy. Right. Okay, Sean and Josh is on an investigation at the moment. Something to do with a baby. Can you tell me the baby's name? Do you know the baby's name? Use the airwaves, white noise, static, voices. I thought I heard Kathy. Right, Kathy. How old is the baby? How old is the baby? Actually, I might do this 3 times. one on Medium Wave, one on FM, then one on the other box. What town in America? What location in America is it? This missing child. Can't use your energy, use my energy. Use the frequencies on radio. Can you tell me if the baby is still alive or is she deceased? Is the baby alive or deceased? And I ask that question in respect. I hope their family won't mind me asking me this question. Is the baby alive or deceased? I thought I heard an answer on that one, but I don't want to say the answer because I could be wrong. What happened to the baby? What happened to the baby? Where is the baby now? Where is the baby now? Did someone harm the baby? Did someone harm or hurt the baby? I think I hear things in the background, but it's hard to understand. Maybe there's ain't enough voice coming through for them to say anything. Is the baby a boy or a girl? Where will they find the baby? The authorities, Josh, Sean, will they find the baby? Do you know how the baby went missing? Do you have anything you wish to tell me? No. Well, I think I heard possibly 2 slight replies on that, but I can't guarantee if I've got the name. And when I said if the baby is alive or deceased, I thought I heard something there, but I couldn't be sure. So we got FM now. We do FM, same questions. Then I'm going to have a little break, and then we'll do it on the other ghost box with the echo. Right, hello spirits. Please come through and communicate with us. And I'm going to ask you the same questions as I've just asked. Please come through and communicate with me through these frequencies, the radio stations, broken up words, the noise, white noise static. Right, first question. What's the baby's name? What's the child's name? I thought I heard the same name on here then. I'll type in the name I thought I heard. Yeah, what's the child's name? How old was the child? How old was the child?
No, I just can't happen to react.
What location, town, city, state, was the baby? Where did she live? Where did she live?
Winter break.
Is the baby still alive or she deceased? Is the baby still alive or she deceased? She never allowed us something. What happened to the baby? What happened to the baby?
Officially brought. Well, have fun, guys. Mix. Hello, Ken.
Where is the baby now? Where is the baby now? Oh, you didn't be shy. Talk to me. Did someone harm or hurt the baby? Did someone harm or hurt the baby?
With the Cheltenham Festival.
I don't know. Yup, then. Yup. Oh, and again. Yeah. Went. So the baby's harmed, was she? At times. Is the baby a boy or girl? Was the baby a boy or girl? Will the authorities or Sean or Josh find out what happened to the child? Will the authorities or Sean and Josh find out what happened to the child?
What was that?
Something about concrete then. What year did the baby go missing? What year did the baby go missing?
And here they were.
Do you have anything else you wish to tell me about this child? I thought I had everything all right then. Will this case be closed soon? Will it be closed soon? Maybe. Right, thank you. Don't know. It's hard to tell, you know, when a ghost box sometimes you like sometimes you can hear things being said, but something else comes over, like a pop station comes over the top of it. Right, let me just get the this one working, so I can never tell what one I need to plug it into. I've got no audio coming through on this one now. What I mean, this one's paying the backside to get working. So I'm not sure what one I had it in. Oh, I've got no power come through this other one. You've still really got serious problems. Got no power coming through the other one. That's weird. Should work. Got no power coming through the digital delay one. Which is kind of why not? Houston, we've got a serious problem here. And there's all that one working. And that one's working. So I mean, sometimes you just have problems left, right, centre with these. And I think I might have to change batteries in this as well. Fucking idiot, we don't want to put in that one.
Not very far, mate.
Still got a problem though, no audio coming through. Yeah. No, I just got to get this echo sorted out. There's too much echo coming through. You know what? This light really sucks. Pardon me. What do I do? I bought some these like four for £10 on Amazon. At least it's bloody bright. At least I can see what I'm doing. So I've got so many different settings on here. I need to find out what one is the better one. That is a creepy laugh, wasn't it? Michael.
That was played by Technology Queen.
Let's try that one. Right, before we go on that one, gonna have a few minutes break. That is bright. Oh, fucking hell. I've got 4 of these damn things. Only one's got batteries in, which I've only put in at the moment. But yeah, I've got these for my little cabin in the woods when I go up there. And I saw some people using the pencil sharpener to know when you sharpen the pencil, you get all the wood come out as flakes. Yeah, they do that to make it light up a lot better, you know, with a flame or something. Yeah, I never knew they'd done a fucking pencil sharpener that bloody big. And apparently, this one is for carrots, and it's also got like a grinder thing at the back for carrots as well. That was given to me by Michael. Not Michael, Christopher. I had a load of stuff by a viewer, 4 boxes of stuff. I actually took a kettle and one of the mugs up he gave me yesterday when I was up there. Boiling the kettle, I was doing something and I heard a clonk and I turned around and the kettle had slipped off the little metal covering thing. And half the bloody water went flying everywhere. Put the fire out halfway, so I had to like stoke the fire up a bit more and put some more water in. Bloody like boil the kettle, so I'd make me coffee. Bad day yesterday, I tell you, man. Bad day. Cut my thumb 3 times. One with my knife, the other one my finger slipped when I was like trying to saw a piece of wood. Then I hit it with a bloody hammer, all in the same part, just at the top. Don't say it. Well, you shouldn't be clumsy, Steve. I actually got another pencil sharpener from him. Different type. I can't open the damn thing. There we go. Yeah, this is like a normal pencil sharpener kind of thing, I think. Oh, it's graphite. Yeah. Normal pencil sharpener, but it has a little case with it. So when you're sharpening something up, all the bits goes in the case. You haven't seen the video on what Christopher sent me. There's like 3 videos. He sent me 1 box, then he sent me another box, and he sent me another 2 boxes. All different kind of stuff. I was saying about, you know, the lanterns. I definitely need a lantern when I start, you know, when I go over and stay overnight. Because if I need the bathroom, you know, I can step out and have a pee, but I'm not going to take a number 2 in my bloody base. So I had to go further out, and that's going to be bloody bright. People are going to see what I'm going to be doing otherwise. Can you imagine? You're kind of like crouching down and you've got the lantern there and someone's taking a dog for a walk and you don't realise it's suddenly don't. Yeah, well, the thing is that bug spray landed on my bed more than anything else. So, yeah, she's okay. It smells a bit, but at least I ain't going to have bugs on the bed for a week, or for a few months actually. Not saying that my bed has got bugs, but you don't know what you're bringing home when you're out in the woods. Might bring ticks, bugs, ants, insect larvae, all kind of different stuff. Right, all right, let's get this going. Same questions. Right, I wrote down 3 of the questions I put down the answers to. Not saying that's the baby's name. I heard it on a ghost box. So it comes from the ghost box again. It could be the baby's name. It could be someone to do with the baby. I don't know. Would it if I turn the amplifier on?
The basic.
Right, spirits. Gonna ask the same questions again. Right, same questions. Can you tell me the baby's name? Tell me the baby's name, who they are investigating at the moment. An answer one at a time. What's the baby's name they're investigating? Got a headache now. How old is the baby? How old is the baby?
Information.
More information.
Here's George and Chevron. It's got a lock.
What town or location was the baby? Where did the baby live? Go on, spirits, talk to me. Use the radio. Use the frequencies. Tell me where the baby lived. Is the baby alive or deceased? Is the baby alive or deceased? I thought I heard killed. Was the baby killed? What happened to the baby? Oh, what happened to the baby? Where is the baby now? Where is she?
The disasters.
Do you know where the baby is now?
You're in the 4 me. It's ripping up.
Did someone hurt the baby? Did someone hurt the baby? Like 4 music stations all in one go. Is the baby a boy? Is the baby a boy or a girl?
And according to
Is the baby a boy or a girl?
to sell up.
Will the authorities or Josh and Sean find out what happened to the baby? Will they find out what happened to the baby? don't know if you can hear it. What year did the baby go missing?
Right. Congratulations on your fan base.
What year did the baby go missing?
The Neighbour Walk of Fame. I agreed that he would take.
There
Me take you there.
might be something there, but I'm not hearing hardly anything. You know, I'm just hearing like too many goddamn radio stations, like music and whatnot. Too much shouting. Let's try. A different station. Any spirits amongst us right now? Let's try the old sound again. Hello, there's spirits around. I've got a real bad problem with the Sangium. I don't know what we'll do if I can find it. What to do about it? That's weird. Came on and gone off.
Peter Conway. So, Arnold Riggs to kind of
sort of thing. Musical archaeology.
for volunteers to
109 cases in the UK. And political. Chris Mason reports.
Around 3 million people volunteer in what the government calls a community help. Exactly. Their own type of work for them. Just install.
Hospital in Milton Keynes. Testing positive. Positive. COVID-19.
Hello?
Thousand people.
Hello?
Today.
Anybody there?
Did after.
Anybody there? Any ghosts, spirits, entities, shadow people,
To the top.
demons? Anyone here? Come and talk to me. I can't remember the sweep is meant to be up or that way.
Over the home nation.
And many.
Hello? Solo.
What's following now?
Any spirits here? Anyone want to communicate? Name one of the brothers in Living Dead Paranormal, the Foreign Brothers. Tell me one of their names.
Experienced or qualified for. Prime Minister will again.
On the London.
Possibility of staging events.
London travel, it's with
94.
See, with this one, you've got to turn it off, turn it on.
Princess should have docked early this.
Then you get like a strong talking signal. And after you've got one, within 5-10 seconds after you've got a talking signal, that's when it starts. Hello? Hello? Anyone here? Any spirit people?
I'm working.
What's the baby's name?
No idea.
No idea where they're gone. What is the baby's name?
City of
How old was the baby? Where is the baby now?
announced a sharp run. Tiring.
You know what? I'm not getting nothing tonight. At least I tried. Look, it's just an experiment anyway. It'd be interesting if we got something, but I won't say what I heard when I asked if the baby was alive or deceased. So I don't want to be putting hopes up or down. I did get a name, Kathy. What was the other one? I did write it down, I think. So what I've got right is that Rocky told me that they're on an investigation, which is on one of the what's it called? Chasing Evil cases. Yeah. The baby went missing around 2019, and case is all ongoing, investigating, trying to find out where the baby was or is. It's a 6-month-old baby. Rocky told me it's a girl, and what he's told me on Facebook is that Sean and Josh is out doing an investigation, and they're with the authorities with a K9 team. You know, K9, you know, tracker dogs. So unless they got some kind of tip, I don't know. Usually when, like, you know, you got K9, you know, they track down, you know, like bad guys, or you know, they can sense, you know, decaying bodies, or, you know, even clothes, you know, what's it called? You know, when someone goes missing, or when someone's on the run, you know, they change clothes, you know, and the authorities know that the clothes belong to that person. You know, all you got to do is, you know, put it under a dog's nose, and they can sense that smell. So, you know, maybe they've got something belonging to the baby, and they've got a tip off that the baby might be somewhere, you know, don't know. Hopefully the baby's still alive, you know, could just been kidnapped, or someone might have her, which, you know, a family member or something, you know, and just kept it quiet, don't know. Or someone could have harmed the baby and murdered the poor little sod. Yeah, but that, That's actually an investigation going on at the moment. Yeah, that's what Rocky told me that there was on today. Why Rocky wasn't there, I don't know. Maybe he had some personal things going on. But I thought, like, because he told me this, it might be interesting trying to do a ghost box and see if we got any kind of like response onto some questions. And you know, as we didn't get nothing really, I think it would be worth letting him know that I'd done it. You know, I might even delete this video actually, to be honest with you, because like I was hoping he would have got something. But some people say, well, you don't get nothing. You know, it don't mean it's good or it isn't good, you know, kind of thing. Got a name, Kathy. Could be the baby's name, could be the baby's mother's name, or someone in the baby's family. I don't know. Maybe Kathy is someone who has got the baby or done some harm to the baby. I don't know. But it'd be interesting to find out, you know, maybe later when the investigation is over and done with and aired. So I'll be waiting for that one to watch. So what I will do, I won't actually delete the video. I'll put it on private, actually, this one. So it's only like a little test run, you know, like a little ghost box, see if we could get some answers to some of the questions. No, I'm not saying even after half or even any of these questions, you know, would have been asked by, you know, the forum brothers. But no, if I put it private and like the video comes out and, you know, the name is mentioned, you know, that particular name, I can say, yeah, Rocky, like, you know, I did the video, I'll put it private, I want you to watch it, and you hear that, you know, I've got a name for it. And if it matches the name that they might get, it'll be interesting. You know, because the spirit might be trying to communicate with us, they might not be, you know, just too much noise coming through the radios at the moment, too much bloody news broadcasting and bloody music and God knows what else. I wouldn't really hear nothing, to be honest with you. You know, if I played back the video, then there might be something on there which might have been said and you don't hear, because there's been a few times where, you know, I've turned myself, fucking nothing, you know. Seems like the spirits don't want to talk to me. Seems like the spirits got fed up with the ghost box. Seems they don't want to communicate. But when I've played it back, when I've asked questions, although I said I've not heard nothing, there were answers there, and I didn't hear those answers. So I'll put it private and play it back, and then maybe later, once the investigation and their video is uploaded, if there is any kind of like evidence that comes through, because I've got like the answer to the cease or deceased, and I wrote the answer down. I've got the name. I think I've got a town, but most of it, haunted investigations are around where they live in anyway. And I think it's I can't even bloody pronounce it. Ohio. That's where they do most of the investigations anyway. I don't think they do too many further afield, but Ohio is like a very big place, big part of the country, I suppose. But I think most of the videos they do, you know, the video investigations is, you know, in that Ohio situation, location. Like there was one video, right? I'm not lying to you yet. There's one video they had on their paranormal channel, their new one, and I was watching it, yeah, and I don't know why, and I'm not lying to you guys. I was saying like the body's in the creek, and like they were saying like, you know, they've been looking for this female body. They've checked the creek, and I kept saying like near the boyfriend. You know, I kept getting like near the boyfriend, and they said that, you know, the boyfriend was possibly involved in this woman's murder. And towards like, I can't remember, it's like halfway or near the end, they actually did find the partial remains of the woman, and she was in a creek, and the creek was no more than a couple of 100 yards from her boyfriend's, and I kept picking that up before they even got the answer. So, you know, with the spirits coming through that day and telling me, you know, part of what's going on, because I didn't know if the body was actually going to be found, if the woman's still alive or not. But honestly and truly, I even said to Rocky in a comment, I kept picking up bits and pieces before it was even said on their bloody video, you know, kind of thing. Why? I don't know. Coincidental, maybe. You know, maybe I was picking up on something. I don't know. Now, I'm not picking nothing up on this one at the moment, yeah, but I think what happens is that when I'm watching the video, sometimes I do pick up things which is kind of strange for me, and I don't know how or why. But, you know, a couple of videos I've picked up on certain things, on investigations, and, yeah, you know, I've got answers before the answers come up on the video. Weird, strange, coincidental, fuck knows. Right, so hello, you. I wonder where you was. I haven't seen you around for a little while. You been all right? Oh yeah, I've got a message from someone. Yeah, I don't know who saw my other video about the troll accounts, the trip, whatever it's called. Yeah, trying to like befriend people on their channel, saying nice content. You know, we'll be YouTube friends. Well, don't subscribe to them because what happens when you subscribe to them, somehow they hack your account, they get all your personal details, somehow they get your monetization if you've got monetization, and they can somehow also remove all your videos. I was told today by someone who told me about that, about another YouTube channel. And I did actually see another YouTube channel pop up on my comment, but I deleted it. Yeah, I deleted it, and because I deleted it, it don't show me the actual video now, or not the video, but it don't show me the comment. But I did actually get a new comment from someone, and I checked in. It's just like that trip, whatever it was called, one of those kind of accounts. Let me see if I can find that message. I think that is the one, actually. Yeah, that is the one. The Comical Canadian. They actually started leaving comics on my channel, and I looked at it, and it's just like that other one that I put a little warning out to. So, yeah, I went to that channel and blocked it because he was the one who was leaving comments. Great video, nice content. And as soon as you've done that, and you say thank you, you responded to them, and they say, right, okay, now he's like thinking, you know, I'm being nice to him, you know, nice content, nice video. Let's ask him to be YouTube friends, you know, and this channel can probably also like do the same thing, hack you, get your monetization if you got any, which I don't have anyway. But they can also get personal information from you somehow, and also meant to be able to remove all your videos and take the channel down. So just be careful on that one. It's a comedian, was it called the comedian, a comic comedian or something? I ain't got his channel, it's just like, you know, I've got a screenshot of it. I did have his channel, but I've removed it. Okay, so yeah, Trap Dip is the one I put a comment, well, a video up. And I had 87 views on that one. 87, well, you know. And there was content from the actual person, Tat Trip. But I blocked him. And then he came back on under another Trap Drip. And then I blocked that one. And I just removed all his comments. and all of a sudden I get this comic, whatever bloody thing it was, coming up. Right, anyway, 10:20. I'm not doing any more ghost boxing. Finished with that now. So I didn't really hear much. I wasn't expecting it, you know, I was just doing it as a test, you know, see if we could get anything. And we didn't really get much on there. You know what, I can't even sleep in my bed tonight because I'll have to sleep on top of it. Because that's got that bug spray on it. I still smell it. I'll have to get the old air freshener and spray in a minute. So all I can keep smelling is that bug spray. Oh, I think I better get that now. And that bug spray landed on my bed, leaked out my bed about 6-7 hours ago. Yeah, if you didn't hear earlier, I bought some bug spray for when I go camping. When I carry on doing my thing, and the lid on this somehow came completely undone because I had it on my bed and I was doing a video on like the Poundland review again on my other channel, and I put it on my bed and somehow this had opened up and 3/4 of the bottle of this bloody stuff leaked out onto my sheets. Went through my sheet, that sheet, my Arsenal sheet, my sleeping bag, and through to there, and it's gone all the way through underneath here, and you can see the wet stain of it's still on here. So what I'm going to have to do is just, you know, the sheets are dry. Yeah, they're dry. What I'm just going to have to do is just lay on the bed tonight. I think I've got a sleeping bag in the living room in my little trolley case, which I used to take camping. And I'm not doing this because the bed stink. Well, I am. It stinks of bloody bug spray. I'd rather smell this all night than fucking the bug spray. Right. Nice smell though. Apple. Winter spice. It's played too much now. Oh. So, oh Christ. So as long as my bedroom is warm, which it should be warm, I've got my spare sleeping bag that I can tuck myself up in tonight. Tomorrow, I'll have to, shit, what happened to that other battery? Just gone and knock this down and fucking lost the battery now. I'll have to try to take that up to the laundry and get the sheets washed. I think the laundry's open Sunday. There's the battery. Yeah, I just have to use this thing back tonight. It used to keep me warm in the cold weather, that one. It's not that thick. But when I used to go camping over Clapham Common, when I used to do fishing, I had my tent. And many times I was freezing my goolies off because it was a really cold weather. And I bought this sleeping bag. Then I bought a ground sheet. And someone told me what you want to do so you won't keep getting cold, because the cold comes up from the ground, yeah? You want to get a ground sheet, and then you want to get like a blow-up mattress, and then a sleeping bag. And that way you ain't going to feel the cold. So I've done what he told me. I got myself a decent ground sheet. Then I bought myself that blow-up mattress, which operates as a foot pump. It's got a built-in foot pump on it, yeah? Once I've got that on in a tent, so ground sheet, pump up mattress, get off the bed, Joe, and that. I was perfectly warm. I wouldn't get no cold coming up from the ground or nothing. Sometimes I was so bloody hot in the camp, in the tent, that, you know, I had to open the bloody tent up because I was so hot in the condensation that I was like generating. So that's what I got. You know, when I got my base sorted out, yeah, my little cabin. I don't know who's watched my last video on there, yeah, but it's like, I say, well over halfway built now. I started doing the side third wall, which is the right side wall. I started like putting stuff on top for the roof. I made like a little window frame out of wood. That was a pain to do. Every time I started hitting nails in, the bloody wood would crack or the thing would fall apart. It took me an hour just to make a small little window frame. And it really pissed me off because I was carving. Well, actually, I think I was cutting a bit of rope and I sliced my thumb there. So I had to put a plaster on. It was bloody painful, I tell you. It was really painful. The saw hit me there on that finger, and then I was still mucking around with a little window frame, and I knew, you know, the one part of the wood was a bit too big, so I was like cutting it, and like I was trying to cut that much off a big piece of, like, well, say that long. And as I was cutting it, it slipped and hit my bloody thumb right there. So I got 2 cuts on that bloody thumb. Got a cut there. Notice I've got a cut there as well. You know, cut myself left, right, and centre the other day. So, and then, like, you know, I ran out of wood and like to go and scavenge some out of Tom's place, which I've got permission to do anyway. And that, you know, that is a pain trying to lug that over because my hand started hurting a lot, my right hand. You know, it felt like someone had just got my hand and stamped on it, and I had to carry most of it with my left hand, and then still, you know, with a cut finger and like trying to use the saw with my left hand was so bloody painful, man. I still kept using my right hand to cut, you know, wood with my right hand. The axe I've got is kind of a heavy axe, and it's kind of blunt. But I did buy something else today. The radio can fly on the floor. I bought a split axe today. Because I had to go home base, yeah, because my toilet seat broke. No one a toilet, the toilet seat when you put it on your main toilet, you've got the two holes to like actually cut, you know, like put the seat down and you screw the nuts up here. Well, one of the bolts, which goes down into the holes on the toilet, you know, the proper toilet, the plastic bolt broke. So I had to do a temporary fix on it because otherwise the seat would be moved around left, right, centre, and I've been sliding off the bog a few times. So I kind of like got a flame and I just like milled it back together, and it works okay for a little while, but it broke again yesterday. So today I thought I've got to like go and get a new toilet seat. You know, definitely need a new toilet seat. So went up, got a little bit of Poundland stuff for my base. Not much, because I still got to budget my money really, really carefully. I'm eating a lot more like cheapy, you know, like tin stuff now. So I went to Home Base, bought a brand new toilet seat, you know, one of the cheaper ones, you know, about 20 quid. You know, I didn't think they'd done toilet seats for like 80 quid. 80 quid? Bloody hell. So I bought a new toilet seat, done that when I got home, fixed, you know, bought a brand new toilet seat in, a grey one instead of a white one. The only thing is, now you've got the actual bag and the seat itself, the seat won't stay up. I don't know why it keeps falling down. So when I'm standing, if I don't want the seat up, I've got to hold the bloody toilet seat up so I can take a pee. So I don't like, you know, having the seat down if I'm just going to pee. If I'm going to do the other business, then yeah, I'll need the seat down. But I've unscrewed it and I've pulled it as far as I can, but it still won't stand up. And I can't take it back because it's at the sill. But while I was there, I bought this, and I didn't think it was that bloody heavy, but it's heavy. Heavier than my bloody normal axe. But this is a proper splitting axe. And what that does, that when you've got your wood, you know, you just go tonk, and it splits it, or it should split it first time. They did have like this and the large handle one, which was about that big as a pair. I think it was like £12. I was doing a really cheap deal on them, but I thought I'd get it like, you know, when I could afford it, and because I nearly was able to afford it, they stopped doing them now, and they sell them separately. The actual big kind of like axe is now £12, but this one was only £4. So this one will probably help and be better than my normal axe, because like the edge is like, you know, thicker than the normal axe is. The axe is like a lot slimmer, and this will go in a lot better. And also I can use this as more like a hammer kind of thing. So this was only £4, and no wonder it weighs a lot. It's 1.3 kilo. It says block splitter, non-slip grip. Well, if it slips out of my hand, does me damage, I'll be suing Home Base, because it's a Home Base brand. So yeah, I bought this and a toilet seat today. Having to carry the toilet seat, you know, the box in my arm, letting everyone know that I bought a brand new toilet seat. That's all I wanted. It wouldn't go in the bag. What happened to my chat? Hang on. Am I still live streaming? Oh yeah. Just hit the wrong box. Hello, Azteca. I don't like abusing spirits. Like, I don't like being provocative. I don't like provoking them. I might come on, you son of a bitch, you know, if I can do something, you lazy ass, little shit faces, you know. Sometimes I provoke them, but not like my mate Pete used to do. I used to provoke him really bad, he did. No wonder he had so much activity in his ass if he kept provoking that bad. But I've been trying to keep an eye on the weather. You will see another new toy, which I did buy. I did get a little kind of like loan from one of the family. And I bought a battery operated saw. You know, I said to me, like, whoever lent me money, like, I wouldn't have been able to like get the money for a washing machine, so I borrowed the money from a family member to get a battery powered saw. So when I was in home base, I asked if they had one, and they had one, but it doesn't come with the battery or the power pack, and they wanted like £85 for just a saw. Well, I saw one on Amazon, and it was like £56, I think it was. So I rang up one of my family members and said, "Look, can you do me a big favour? You know, like sawing, you know, with a saw is really making my hand ache, and like you know, with the arthritis I have in my hands anyway, and my knees, I can't keep bending down. I can't keep using the saw as it is, and like you know, is there any chance you can lend some money to get this particular saw I've seen on Amazon?" And I said, "Oh, do you really need that?" I said, "Well, yeah, because like you know, it's going to be a lot more easier for me to handle, you know, kind of thing." So I was looking at the main saws, you know, little saws, you know, but it's still too much handwork. And it was 52.49. Fast charging, an hour charging. So that's the one I bought. So you'll see me using that on my little adventures of building the base. That should be it tomorrow. So I can't go out tomorrow anywhere. I was looking at some of the actual like barbecue, not so much, well, it's like a barbecue, but like stoves as well in home base. And I found there was a nice like little stove there. It's kind of like you've got the funnel, and you got like it comes around in like a circle, then it comes down, and you've got the legs. Really sexy kind of looking thing. $69.99. I thought, fuck, am I paying $69.99 for that? And it is like a proper kind of stove thing, you know, stove, heater, cooker. I thought, oh man, if I had money for one of those, I'd get one of those. But the problem is carrying it up there, you know, it is heavy as well. And I wouldn't have got a couple of things I'd like to get for my little camp. But the thing is, if I left it up there, it's just risk of like getting it stolen, you know, it could be stolen. The only way it wouldn't get stolen if I kept taking out my shelter and carrying it over to like Ronson Point in these like what's the name in his shed every time I came out. So I'm trying to find another idea of doing it. Now there are some bricks outside Ron's property which I found that belongs to Tom, and Ron actually spoke to Tom and said, you know, can Steve have those bricks? And he said, yeah, you know, let him take what he needs. And I was thinking about doing like a little brick fireplace. But, you know, I have actually seen people do a fireplace in a wooden structure. But what they've done it so like it's kind of either a brick or brick or stone corner near the door. Fireplace have some kind of like little tunnel going out as a vent, and at the end of the tunnel has some kind of like pipe. I couldn't find no like metal piping because you would need like one of those kind of U shape, kind of like pipes. Then you'll need like a proper pipe, and then you'll need like a little kind of cap on top to stop the sparks going out and flying everywhere. I've seen people doing one like YouTube. Let me go make a coffee because I sprayed too much and it's making my throat sore. And I've run out of orange juice. So let me just go and make a drink of coffee. I know I said I wasn't going to talk about bushcrafting, but I blame Leslie for that. I think there's too much in here with that spray. I have to open my window for a little bit. Jesus. Whew. Well, I'm just going to go to the bathroom and make my coffee. Not making the coffee in the bathroom. I'm going to go to the bathroom and then make my coffee. one of it's kicked off my asthma. Just had to get my new inhaler out of the cupboard. Can't take the brown one. Brown one makes me sick, but the blue one, just had one puff in there. So yeah, like, what was I talking about? Yeah, I could use brick and then like use mud, water, make into like a kind of a clay. But in the garden, in some like containers, I've got like cement and sand to make it more secure, because if the bricks get too hot, they could probably explode and probably like catch the damn thing on fire. But where Tom's is, I've noticed that just on the border of Tom's and Ron's, there's a boiler. It might be some kind of like water heater or something, yeah, just a shell. And I think it's metal. So I was thinking like, if that's got like something like when you put the water in, it's got to have some kind of exit. But that like melt, they give like, kind of like gases, and it probably kill me. But what I could do is like, if I can't find no pipe, if Ron hasn't got no metal pipe, I could scrounge off him. Gone offline. Yeah, you might have to refresh. Keep walking, yeah. Oh, bloody hell, that stuff really fucking stinks. I've got it on auto. Don't want it auto. I want it on at least 720. I've got it on 144. Bloody hell. Why have I got Windows Movie Maker click up on? I didn't ask anything for Windows Movie Maker to come on. So if it's like a metal kind of like a water tank thing, yeah, I could bring that over and just make the hole in the wall. It's not like fire brick proof, but I think I've got some fire brick cement out there, which I could take up with me. But I ain't going to be able to carry like a 10 kilo bag with me. So I'll have to take it in like small amounts and do it bit by bit. So what I could do is just like do a complete brick fireplace. Because what I want it to do is have like the front as an open, and have like one of those barbecue meshes on top, so I can put the wood in from underneath and have the flames going up. But I want like a vent going out, which will probably also be brick. And as it's going out, I need something for the smoke to go up outside the hut. And I was still thinking, like, I can maybe a round metal piping or something. So there's 2 or 3 options I could do it. I've seen people just do like a mud kind of clay fire pit. But you still need, certain ingredients for that. Then there's the brick fire pit, or there's the actual, if it's a water tank thing, that's got to be metal anyway. So I could use that. But I'd like to get one of those proper indoor like fire. It's more like a heater / cooker, and I think you have like a pipe that goes up, and then let's go up through the roof. But that means if I had one going up through the roof, I'd have to cut a hole in the tarp. Then I had to get one of those special blanket things that you put inside and outside the tarp, so the tarp won't catch on fire. I'm going to have to do a lot more YouTube video checking. So, I've seen a few people. What I'm going to do for now, when I've completed my building, I'll have to make a hole for a small temporary brick 5p, I suppose. And if I have to like take that out later and enlarge it with something else, I'll have to. God, it's bloody windy outside. My tarp on the fridge freezer is like flapping away like in a white sheet. That's what it looks like, a white sheet. It's just being blown everywhere. I blame Leslie for me talking about bloody my bushcraft, because she's the one who brought it down picking up. I wonder how bright those lights are. Let me turn the light off. That's the one. Right, I'm just going to turn off my monitor for a minute and my TV. I'm not going to see what it's like, because I want to just turn this on and let me know how bright it is, because oh, that's bright. That is bloody bright. Right, now I can turn the monitor back on. I'll turn the DVR back on. That's bright, man. That is fucking bright. Hello, Angela. Did that actually work? No, a minute. Got to scroll back a little bit. Or forward. I mean, also bright it is. I'll tell you, I'm sure I'm being fucking watched by something up there. No, I definitely felt like I got pushed like the other week, because there wasn't nothing around that made me trip over. So I went to check to that area. So I had to go over there to get wood. Wow, that is bright. Jesus, that's bloody bright. I think I'm only going to need one in my little cabin. I bought 4 of the bloody things. Now, 2 of these on eBay are like 10 quid, but on Amazon, 4 for 10 quid. So I can have like 1 or 2 in the cabin. Then I'm sitting outside in the dark with noticing the creepy, weird gnomes in the walls. I'm looking forward to doing this, going up and camping out, overnight. But I am, and I really seriously admit, I am scared of the dark. Even if I have a power cut here, for instance, all my lights go out. Because it's a normal power cut, I'll run out of money on electricity, and I've not had my electricity topped up, so I've got to do it something. Yeah, I'm fumbling around looking for a lighter. I'm trying to think, well, where's the lighter? Where's the lighter? Luckily, I've got lights behind me. I've got lights in the kitchen. I think I've got a light in my coat. So if anything does go wrong, I'm like fumbling around looking for a light. So if it is the electric key, I still won't be able to do electric until in the morning. But at least I'll be able to light some candles, But I don't really like being out in the dark on my own. You know, especially in the woods or the, you know, forest, because like it's, you know, I watched a video not long ago, right, and someone said, look, to start off, you know, to confront your fear, camp somewhere, you know, local to houses, you know, on a little bit of farm where you've got like, you know, a farm building, you know, that someone's living there. Because if anything does go wrong, yeah, you know, someone tries to like creep up to you and attack you and try to chop you up or something, yeah, at least you've got somewhere to run to. Now, don't be somewhere miles out of nowhere where you've got no way of getting any kind of help. Whoa, I just saw a massive bloody great big orb in my bedroom just then. Now, if I can, I'll try to show you that. Well, I've got like, I can't see the bloody microphone.